Are we on there?
We are live.
We are live.
Yes.
Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I can see some of you are asking questions already. Go to Zoom. E-password. It's SA and Zim. SA and Zim. SA and Zim on Zoom. And I also know that we are live on Facebook on my page, which is Ronnie Masilela. Siyacela kakhulu ukuthi nihlale njani silandzela. I can see a lot of people are joining us on the Zoom platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just continue to join us. We will be shooting straight just now. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you so much. I can see people are joining us. We are starting in the next few seconds. Oh, so many people. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is marvelous. This is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, yes, yes. I can see all of you. I can see all of you. I can see all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Continue to join us. Continue. Right. We will shoot straight. We will shoot straight without any waste of time. The time is now 1800 hours, which is 7 o'clock. We have made a commitment that we will start exactly at 7 o'clock and finish at 1940. Special welcome to all of you. I want to greet you here in South Africa. We send also our special greetings to Zimbabwe. We know that we have a lot of our friends who are following us from the side of Zimbabwe. Our brothers, our sisters, our mothers and our fathers, they are listening to us now and following us live on Zoom, on the Zoom meeting, as well as on Facebook. Please receive my special greetings tonight. My name is Ronnie Masilela. I go by the name of Ron Mas. When we advertised this session tonight, we indicated that we will be live, myself as a guest speaker, and the host will be Arthur Marara. Arthur Marara is a Zimbabwean speaker, an author, as well as an attorney. It is with deep regrets that we are not joined by him tonight due to other unforeseen circumstances. He would have loved to be with us, but situations beyond his control did not permit. So we want to sincerely apologize on behalf of Mr. Arthur Marara, who will not be able to join us tonight due to other pressing and unforeseen circumstances. But we want to assure you that wherever he is, he'll be able to follow this. We are joined, however, by his manager, who is with us here, and we welcome you, sir. Thank you so much. He will be assisting me to take questions so that we can be able to respond to questions. What will happen is that we'll continue to do the talk, and then we'll give you an opportunity to ask questions. Please make them to be text. Write down your question. You can write it here on Zoom, or you can write it on Facebook. We are live on Facebook. It's Ronnie Masilela, which is RONNIE Masilela. So you can also send your questions. You can send your comments to the Facebook page for us to read them out and to respond to them. The topic tonight is start small or starting small. Why do we start small? It is because someone once said the only thing that starts up, it's a grave. It starts from the top and then it goes down, it's the grave. But anything else, according to how things are, has to start somewhere small. Though a lot of us know that we are the head and not the tail, we are on top and not beneath. It must be noted without any contradiction that though you are the head, but you must start somewhere. There is a starting point for each and every person. And tonight we are talking about that. I am talking to young people across the continent of Africa. I am talking to people who are adults across the provinces and the continent in Africa. Please stay tuned until the end, and you will be allowed to ask questions. We'll be responding to you. I wanted to talk a bit. We're going to touch on Mr. Marara a bit and then introduce myself to you, because some of you have not seen me before, especially from Zimbabwe. I am an African child. My name in full is Roni Stembiso Masilela, but my stage name is Ron Mas, which is a derivative of Roni and Masilela. That's what I use. That's why even on social media platforms, especially on Twitter and Instagram, you find me by saying ronmas_SA. That's how you can get hold of me on those platforms. But on YouTube, you say Roni Masilela, and on Facebook, it's Roni Masilela or Roni Masilela-Ron Mas. For Mr. Arthur Marara, he's Arthur Marara throughout. On Facebook, on YouTube, as well as Twitter and Instagram, he's Arthur Marara. Our topic tonight, just as a quick reminder, we are saying start small, starting small. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to indicate to you that every day that passes by presents an opportunity to a person to have things that they did not have before, to become what they were not before. And in most instances, we call that success. Success is made. Results are made. It does not just come because we're wishing that it comes. It does not just come because we are seeing someone becoming successful and we wish that we can become like that person, or we can get to own these things. But success and results are made. These things do not just come. We welcome the ones that are joining us. We'll continue to admit you on Zoom. Thank you so much for joining us. We are also live on Facebook, Roni Masilela. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are coming to you live from South Africa. We know that we are also live in Zimbabwe, the Kingdom of Eswatini, Swaziland, the continent. Some people from other countries in the continent who are following us, we welcome you. Even if it's beyond the continent of Africa, we also welcome you. Right. Let's continue to talk about this thing which we call starting small. I'm going to be hinting on a number of topics, which are subtopics under the theme here too, which says start small. Though you have this big idea, big picture in your mind, you are dreaming globally. You want to see yourself operating in the continent. You want to see yourself operating nationally in your country. You want to see yourself operating in countries of the world. Though that big picture is there, you need to start locally. You need to start small. Now, the danger of starting big is that you attract big risks which you may not be ready to handle or to tackle at your level, with your experience, with your resources and everything. And soon thereafter, these things will then kick you out of whatever you are doing, any sphere, any field. And you may then say things are not going well, but it's simply because you started big. It is very important to start very small. If we look at the challenges that are facing our countries, they are similar in many respects. The problem of unemployment amongst young people and amongst adults, the problem of inequality, the problem of poverty. These are similar when you go out and look at the problems and challenges facing us in the continent. Now, these problems will not solve themselves, but they require me and you to stand up, take action, consistent and deliberate action to succeed in life and start where we are so that we can achieve the great success that we want. Please feel free to continue sending your comments here on Zoom, on this Zoom meeting. Send your comments also on Facebook Live, Roni Masilela, so that we can be able to read your questions and respond to your questions. Also, send through your comments. We'll be able to follow them and see exactly what you are saying. We do value your coming. We do value you very highly. Now, what we are saying is that the problems that are facing the different countries in the continent of Africa, as well as anywhere in the world, most of them are similar, especially in the continent of Africa. Now, all of us, or most of us, wait for someone to employ us before we start to be active economically. It is an error. It should not be like that, and it must not be like that. As I'm talking to you right now, there are people who are following us who have various trades. They can do anything. They can do a number of things with their hands. They can do electricity. They can do plumbing. They can do bricklaying. But most of these people are not able to do that. They are waiting for someone to employ them, for them to be employed and work under a particular person or a certain company. In some towns, when you wake up in the morning, you'll see some of our brothers and our sisters waiting somewhere to be employed. And when you drive a car, you pass there or you wait there, they would come to you and say, you know what, give us any type of job, boss. We are ready to do it with excellence. And it is true that when you give them an opportunity to do something, they will do that thing excellently or with excellence, without problems. But now what we are saying is that okay, I'm seeing someone is sending us a message that they are not able to listen to hear us. They cannot hear us on Zoom. Let's see how we can quickly resolve that so that we can follow each other without problems. Please tell me if you can hear me. Please send a message if you can hear me. Send us a message, please, if you can hear us. Please do let me know if you can hear us, because we really want to we want you to hear us. Please let me know if you are unable, if you are hearing me. Please send a message or just indicate that it is okay. You can hear me. Please do that, because we want to ensure that people do hear what we are saying and they follow us. Please let me know if you are able to hear me. Let me know if you are able to hear me, please. Please let me know if you are able to hear me. Let me know if you are able to hear me. I can see the participants here. I can see the participants. Thank you so much for joining us. We are already continuing with speed, because let me look at no sound. We cannot hear you. Oh my God. Okay, on Facebook, please note that we are also live on Zoom, and I'm informed that they are not able to hear me. Let's see if they are able to hear me now. Please let me know if you are hearing me. Let me know. Are we okay? Can you hear me? Please let me know if you are able to hear me. We just want to quickly fix this. Want to make sure that people are able to hear us. Please let me know if you are able to hear me. Please let me know if you are able to hear me.
We can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh my God. Is this the only time you are hearing me now?
Yes.
You. Okay. No, my sincere apologies. My sincere apologies. Let me start and start where. Let me start from the beginning and move with speed. Thank you very much to everyone who has joined us here on Zoom and also on Facebook. We are coming to you live from South Africa and want to send our special greetings to everyone in the country of South Africa, to Zimbabwe. Okay, let me then mute the participants so that we can be able to continue. Good. Now, what we're saying, we are greeting you from Zimbabwe, we are greeting you from South Africa, the Kingdom of Eswatini, and any other country in the continent and beyond the continent. Tonight, we're supposed, as advertised, we're supposed to be joined by Mr. Arthur Marara, who's a Zimbabwean speaker, author, and attorney. Unfortunately, due to other pressing commitments, unforeseen circumstances, which forced him not to be part of this session tonight, we want to sincerely apologize for that showing. We are, however, joined by his manager, Mr. Fati, in our midst, who is part of us, who will be assisting us with questions and everything during the duration of this session. My name is Ronima Silela. I go by the name of Ronmas. I am based here in South Africa, and I'm coming to you as a guest speaker on tonight's session, and Mr. Arthur Marara was the host. Now, what will happen here, we will be talking about a topic which we say, start small or starting small. We are looking into that topic. We are penetrating the sphere which other people thought that they needed certain things for them to begin in life, for them to start. Some of them thought that they needed money. Some of them thought they needed certain connections. They needed certain doors to be open for them to start. But tonight we want to go into another dimension and give you a certain view that reassures you or confirms to you that you can start with what you have and what you already know. Let's continue. We'll continue to also, thank you so much. I'm happy to hear that you are able to hear us. Please continue to send through your questions and your comments. We'll be able to read them and respond to them if there are questions. You can do that here live on the Zoom meeting. You can also do it on WhatsApp, on the Facebook. We are live on Facebook there. Please send your comments or your questions and we'll be able to attend to them. What we're saying here is that success and results are made. It does not just come because we wish for them, but it is because of things that are done intentionally to achieve success. The type of a person that we want to be tomorrow, the type of things that we want to achieve tomorrow, next week, they will not come because we wish for them, but they will come because we are doing specific things. Success and results are made. Let me continue because our time is already gone and our Zoom colleagues could not hear us for about 13 minutes. Now, what we need to understand is that there are a number of things that we want to touch on tonight, which will assist us to be able to start with what we have and what we already know. Number one, everyone, I'm talking about talent now. Talent. Everyone listening to us is given something, has been gifted before they were born to do certain things. But we were taught or we were told that we may need to work under a person for us to be able to make money or to make it in this life. I'm here to indicate or to bring it to your attention that the talent that you are given, you need to make use of that talent to make money. Commercialize or monetize the talent that you have. If you are a person who sings or someone who does or who is a poet, you need to make sure that you use your skill and your talent to make money with what you already have inside of you. A lot of us thought that we will need to be employed by someone for us to be able to make money. It is an error because a lot of the problems that we are facing in our countries in the continent are almost similar in nature. The problems of unemployment, poverty, and inequality. For those problems to be resolved, They require me and you to take action and stop talking, but start doing something that we can track and go forward with, which will solve problems that are facing us in the continent and anywhere else in some parts of the world. The talents that we have, a talent, there is a saying that says, practice makes perfect. Anything that you do, you'll be good and be perfect at it, whether good or bad. But if you start practicing it often, you'll be perfect and be good at this thing. A talent is something that you are born with. If you don't practice it, you will not be perfect at it. You need to start practicing it at a small scale, though you have a global picture in mind, but allow yourself to start locally and expand. What I was saying before is that the danger of starting big is that you attract big risks and you are not ready to handle them. You are not ready to deal with them. And soon, before you know it, you'll be kicked out of that sphere, whether it's business, whatever it may be, but it will kick you out because you have started big and the big risks are now coming before you and you may not be ready to deal with them. Use your talent to make money. Look around you. Look at the things that you enjoy doing. What is it that you derive pleasure when you do them? Things that even if you are not paid, but when you do them, you are happy. Begin to do those things. Identify them and do them. A lot of people, where we go to do the talking on radio, in public platforms, even in churches, in government events, private sector events, people would ask questions to say, Ron Mas, you know what, I want to start a business, I want to start this thing, but I do not have capital. Now I ask them a question, what type of capital are you referring to? In most instances, they are talking about financial capital. I'm here to tell you that there is something called knowledge capital or intellectual capital. This type of capital is what you already have, what you already know, and that is what you can use. You can already deploy immediately and begin to do things with what you know and what you already have, so that people can begin to pay you. Somewhere around our cities, you will see people, they wake up in the morning, borrow money for a taxi or a bus, go to town, and they wait somewhere, waiting for someone to come and employ them. Now, when you look at them, effectually, these people can do absolutely anything, and they are good at what they do. When you park your car, they would come to you and say, boss, can you please give us any type of job? Because you'd ask them, what type of job do you want? What can you do? And they'll say, you know what, anything. And they're not lying. Literally anything. If you give them that platform, they will do this thing excellently without fail. Now, the problem is that they may wait the entire day until somewhere around 5, 6, 7, and they go back home. And some of them may not be lucky on a specific day, waiting the entire day with their skill, the knowledge capital already in them, knowing exactly what needs to be done. And when they get home, they would get a message to say, you know what, that person there, that old woman, that mother there is asking for your skill. They said, upon your arrival, please come there so that you can fix their refrigerator, you can fix their fix their what. They would spend 30 minutes fixing that, and they get 300 rands if you're putting it in rands. 30 minutes, 300 rands. They already know what needs to be done. They can do it. But to our surprise, the following day, they may go back and waiting with their skill, waiting with their knowledge, and waiting for someone to come and employ them. What we're bringing tonight is that begin to see what you can do and do it. Don't wait for a certain person to employ you. Do what you can do with what you already know and what you already have. Fear. The next point I want to talk about. A lot of people are scared. They have fear. Thank you so much, Bogan Matebula. Thank you so much. I can see your comment. Continue to give us comments. Write something. Write a message. Write a question. We'll be able to respond to your question and to your comments. Now, fear. A lot of us are scared to start. One, we are having a fear of the past. Some of us have started things, and those things did not succeed. And we are so scared that if we are to do it again, the past will repeat itself. Let me come and say this. Across the board, there is no individual person who has not done something that they are not proud of. Some of the things, sometimes we're given advices not to do certain things, but we went against those advices. We call them mistakes of the past. We said things with our own mouths, and we are not happy with them today. We call them mistakes of the past. And I want to come to you and say, we cannot die in what we failed to do yesterday. We cannot die in our past mistakes and past failures, because the future is waiting for us. A better version of ourselves is awaiting us. The more we focus on what we could not do, the more the doors that are supposed to open get to be closed. Do not blame yourself so harshly. Do not judge yourself so harshly because of the mistakes of the past. Begin to forgive yourself and face this world, because mistakes of the past remain in the past. There is no single individual who can stand up boldly and say, there is nothing wrong that I did in the past. Every one of us, there are things that we wish we can unsay them, and things that we wish we can undo them, but it is impossible. We can neither undo them nor unsay them. They are called mistakes of the past. Now we need to grow and graduate from the mistakes of the past and face this world head on. If we are to make things change, if we are to make a better, if we are to make better use of the opportunities that still lie ahead, we need to forgive ourselves because of the mistakes of the past. Those become to be things that we are afraid of, which is the fear of the past. There is another fear, the fear of the people around us. We are scared to say, what will they say? What if I fail? What will these people say? What will the people in my own yard say? My close friends say? You see, this one started this thing. He thought he will make it in this life. And today, what is it that we are trying? The fear of people of the past. Let me tell you something. The biggest difference between yourself and them is that you are not them and they are not you. You have your own life. This life requires you to take certain deliberate steps and move forward. The other fear is fear of the unknown. Fear of the things that may come. You will never know what you would have become if you did not take the first step. You need to start acting so that you can be sure that this is what can be done. I don't know if there is a person who wants to say something here. Okay. In South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, this year, 2020, Kaizer Chiefs is one of the football clubs, the well-known football clubs. That club is Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. It is celebrating 50 years of its existence. Now, as part of its celebrations, the chairman and founder of this football club, Mr. Kaizer Chinchakuluva Mutaung, said in one of the celebrations, looking back, I feel very fulfilled because we came across a lot of critics. People thought that this is just flames. It will subside. It will never go. This thing will never come to 10 years. It will never get to 20 years. But look at Kaizer Chiefs today. In this life, critics always come. Some of them are constructive. Some of them are destructive. They come from people that we trust, people that we know, people that we believe. They tell us that, no, you will not be able to make this thing. You will not be able to shoot to the top. Look at that man. That man had similar dreams. That same person started like you. This same person had the same drive and energy in them. But look at them today. And the critics will continue to come. But what needs to happen is that you need to continue despite what people are saying, because you have this thing inside of you. Yes, failing you will fail. Yes, falling you will fall. But each time you fall and fail, you need to dust off and stand up again and face this world so that you can go forward. That's what we need to do when we start small. I have never up to this moment seen a child who was given birth today and tomorrow the child begins to walk, the child begins to speak, the child begins to do things. It takes time. Give it time, because you will start today, you may have problems tomorrow, but it does not mean that you need to stop or you need to quit it. Continue, because when you continue, you are perfecting your craft. You are gaining confidence. You are gaining strength in your craft and your profession. And you will be a better person tomorrow, because today you started and fell many times. The many people that you see today, the great successful people, the great billionaires of today, the great preachers of today, the great speakers, the great attorneys, the great lawyers, great athletes, they were consistent. Consistency is a recipe for growth. It is a recipe for development. It is a recipe for perfection of your craft and your business. If you are not consistent, people will not be able to know you for something. Do not be everywhere doing anything, but be somewhere doing something. Let people begin to know you in your community. If they are looking for someone who does whatever that they do, let them know that there is this specific woman, there is this specific man who you can trust with this thing. Whatever that you can trust a person today, whether it is banks that you can trust with your money, it is because they were consistent in whatever they are doing. They were consistent in saving and investing money for people. That's why they fell many times. But today, the mistakes that they committed 10 years ago, they are not. They are something. They are things of the past, because they have learned from their mistakes and they have upgraded from their doing each and every day. I see people sometimes who start a business. Say, for instance, they start a business, a barber shop. Let me just give an example. I'm saying Mr. Hilton is giving us a comment. Thank you so much, great man. We'll read it not long from now. Someone starts a business today and they see 30 people coming in on the first day or the first week. They are happy. They are too excited. They say, you see, here I'm going to make serious money. Next week, they see 1 or 2 people coming in. They jump to something else. That is not a recipe for growth. It is a recipe for disaster. Let people know you for something. Be known for a specific thing. Do not be everywhere doing anything. You see, I usually say ideas are seasonal. I also say focus on an idea, not ideas. The resources that we have, including time and money, are very limited. The liberty of scattering them is not always there. It's therefore important to direct your resources to something that will pay you, something that you will grow your craft or your expertise. Guyo. Time is not on our side. Let me move with speed. Or let me just, before we take questions and read out your comments, let me say, this year I indicated to you that you need to commercialize your talent. You need to commercialize what you do. I released a CD. This CD, it says a better me. It has 13 tracks or topics that I talk about. One of the topics that I talk about there says, do what you can do and do what you cannot do. Yes, it's true. Do what you can do and do what you cannot do. Let me talk to young people now. I'm about to conclude. and take questions. Do what you can do and do what you thought you cannot do. One day there was a man who had a daughter, and this man had a serious need for a very long time. He wanted to achieve and do something, but it took him a very long time for this thing to be done. Now his daughter was kidnapped. He had sleepless nights because his daughter was kidnapped. One morning he received a call from the kidnappers. They said, "We have your daughter here and we are giving you 5 hours. In 5 hours we want you to give us 200,000 rands. If you do not do that, your daughter will die." This man stood up immediately. He went out door to door, house to house, asking for money. "Please assist me. Even if it is 10 rands that you can give me, please do so. 5 rands, please do. Even if you want me to do your garden for 50 rands or 20 rands, please do so. Because I need to get to 200,000 rands today and very quickly in 5 hours. Because if I fail to do so, my daughter will die. My daughter is kidnapped." What this man thought he could not do, he ended up doing because the daughter was kidnapped. How serious do you want this thing? How bad do you want this? If you want it, you will do what others thought you cannot do because now you want this thing. If your daughter is kidnapped, you will wake up and do things that people never thought you will do. You will knock at doors that people never thought you will knock at. You will break protocols and get to people that can assist you, people that can hear you and give you an opportunity to do something. Some people sleep until 10 o'clock. The reason why you are doing that, it is because your daughter is not kidnapped. But the minute that your daughter is kidnapped, my man, I'm telling you, my sister, I'm telling you, you can knock at doors that you never thought you would knock at. You'll knock at. You'll speak to people that you thought you will never be able to speak to. This thing called comfort zone is an enemy, the biggest enemy to all of us, to young people, to people who are already adults. A person who at the end of the day knows that a plate of food will be on their table. The person is not stretched to go to greater heights and to places that they never thought they would go to because food will be available and waiting for them. I'm challenging you today. Young people, I'm challenging you. Yeah, old people, I'm challenging you. Adults, our mothers and our fathers, don't wait for anything else. Go out and as if your daughter is kidnapped. Begin to look at your phone. Look at your phone. See people that you thought you were not going to talk to and begin to talk to them. Go to the internet. Look at people that you never thought you'd speak to them and begin to talk to them because you can do what you thought you cannot do. You can talk to people that you never thought you would talk to. What are you still waiting for? You are waiting for someone to talk to you. Never wait for any person. Never wait for anyone. You are waiting for funding for you to start a business. Never wait for funding because I've come to see people who waited for funding until they had gray hair in their head and the money never came. Whether it comes or it does not come, start to do this thing with your talent, the talent that you already have. Begin to see the things that you were not able to see in the past because it is possible. You can do what you thought you cannot do. Do what you can do and do what you cannot do. Let me quickly go to questions. Quickly, questions. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we knock at 10 doors, yet we want only one door to open up. Never be discouraged. Even if they reject you, knock at another door because you can do that. Someone will listen to you. Someone will hear your story and give you an opportunity to do what you think you need to do so that you can be able to shoot to the top and start where you are saying. I'm hearing profound, building the world as always. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate you. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I fully agree. Mr. Hilton, this is correct. If you do not take this attempt, if you do not act on it, you will never know what you would have become. Begin to do it. Small as it is, insignificant as it is. People must see you doing something so that they can open doors for you. People must see you trying something so that they can see the seriousness in you. Fear of the past, fear of those people around us. Let me try to defeat these fears. That's Bongan Matebula. Thank you so much, my man. David Zoe, profound. Critics will always come. That's Yvonne. Thank you so much. You are correct. Critics will always come. Never be discouraged. Even if it's someone who stays with you, someone very close to you, never be discouraged. Fear is a state of mind. You have the power to control and overcome it. Display courage in everything you do. You get to even believe your own lies. Someone once said that. When you stand before people, say this thing convincingly. When you do something, no matter how small this thing is, excel in this thing. Do as if you are doing it for God. Even if you are baking muffet cooks, please do this thing. Manage your oil. Do it as if you are selling it to God. And people who see what you are doing will appreciate you. You don't know who is watching. You may think that you are doing it for this small audience and people who are seeing you. Someone who is very influential, someone who carries serious power may be seeing what you are doing and see your dedication and commitment in doing these things and open doors for you. Yes, you will fail, but never give up. Many people that you see and admire today failed many times. If you look at them, look at their past, there's a series of failed attempts, but they did not stop. What we're talking about here is what is called track record. You must do something so that people can trust you with their big things. Do this small thing so that they can track your record. When they look back, they must say, oh, we remember this one person. He did this excellently. He did this, though he failed it. He failed at it. But he was full of passion. He was full of dedication and commitment. Talent will only be profitable if you share it with the world. I fully agree. I fully agree. Focus on an idea, not ideas. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Thank you so much. Commercialize your talent. We are about to conclude now. We are about to conclude now. We are about to conclude. Be a minimalist. Do more with little. Salim, thank you so much. That's correct. Do more with what you have. Look at what you have. If you want to start a gardening firm, don't wait for these machines that are like tractors. To say, you know what? I want to have this tractor so that once I get it, I go to a hospital, I go to a hotel, I go to stadiums and cut the lawn and mow the lawn. No, don't start with that. Start with the small things that you have at home, the small tools that you have. Do your garden for your neighbor. Excel in it. Allow your work to speak for you. Allow what you have done with your hands to speak for you, even if you are no longer there. Excel in the small things so that people can be able to trust you with big things. Never wait for funding. Thank you, Yvonne. Nolutando, do not procrastinate. Ladies and gentlemen, procrastination is like cancer. It eats on the dreams of people, slowly but surely. The things that you believed in 5 years ago, today you are no longer believing in them. You no longer think you can be able to achieve those things because you procrastinated. Ideas are seasonal. You must do this thing now. There is never a better time than now. If you feel it inside, do it today. Do it now. Stop postponing. Stop postponing. Do it now. Success got 3 rules. First rule, first step. Second rule, first step. Third rule, first step. Thank you so much. That's Navy. I hope I'm pronouncing and I'm calling out your names correctly. Please forgive me if I am not doing that. 3 rules for success. They all point to the first step. Once you start it, it's much better. It is always difficult to start. But once you start, sometimes you are scared of things that you shouldn't be scared. And you realize that after starting, this thing was not as difficult as you thought. A lot of people can tell you and say a lot of things which will scare you. Stop listening to these negative voices. Focus on what you need to focus on and believe that you can do it. Don't be scared of failing after some attempts, because those things will only build you and perfect you, build confidence in you. The difference between extraordinary and ordinary is that extra in the extraordinary. I'm inviting each and every one of you to please note that you can start something with what you already have and what you already know. Never wait for any other person. Never wait for any other connection. Start right where you are. Look around you. Look at what you can do. Look at the things that you grew up doing. Begin to connect things here at home for your close people. A person, someone else may say, I want to start a business, but I do not know what idea to start. I have 5 ideas. I have indicated focus on one idea and not many ideas. Prioritize an idea. Put your efforts into this idea. Because if you walk like this for a long time, you will either arrive very late, if you will ever arrive there. But if you go straight, you will arrive very quick. You will learn things quick. And I'm saying now, for those people who are looking for business ideas, listen to me now. Do not chase money the way that people are chasing money. Look for problems and provide solutions. That's money. If the problems are too big, your money will be too big. Around you in your community, what gap is there? What problems are there? So that you can close those problems with solutions. People are ready to pay for solutions. Even if people are not working or are not receiving any grant, take it from me as I give it to you. If they see a solution, my man, they will pay for a solution. We are seeing it even now during COVID-19. If you provide a solution that saves a person's life, they look for money and they pay for the solution. What problems are in your community? Look for those problems and provide solutions. Do not be local in your thinking. Be local as you start, but look for solutions elsewhere. Go beyond the borders of your community. Look at what other people are doing outside to solve similar problems. Begin to copy what they are doing so that you can have a revised version of whatever they are doing, and so provide solutions to your community, to your people, and that is called business. You are already in business if you provide solution for money. Provide physical products for money. Provide services for money. Look for problems and provide solutions, and people will pay you for money and for providing those solutions. Thank you so much, Yvonne. Mind-blowing. Map your situation and point where you are and where you want to be. That's Salim. Thank you so much. This is powerful. Wherever you are now, you may think that you need money to start something. Listen to me. Maybe you have been waiting for money for the past 5 months, for the past 5 years. Why has the money not come? Do you want to tell me that you want to get to 60 years, to 70 years, still waiting for money? It is an error. Start with what you have. Start with what you know. Where do you want to be in 5 years? What is it that you call success? You need to make it. Results are made. Start today. Start small. Never think you are not moving, because baby steps are steps too. One step in the right direction, it is necessary, and it is pointing you to what you want tomorrow. Never be discouraged when you think you have taken, after taking 5 steps forward, you think that nature has taken you 3 steps backwards. That's the nature of life. But it is important because it is giving you great lessons in your sphere of work, in your sphere of business. Never think you are not moving, because baby steps are steps too. You can send your comments also on Facebook as we are about to close. As we are about to close. Thank you so much. I can see people on Zoom. They are sending great comments. I seriously appreciate you. Ngosiam, thank you so much. Kudakwashe. Mutembwa. I hope I did not pronounce your name incorrectly. Please forgive me if I have just done that. Thank you so much for your comment. It's very good. Very impressive. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much. Please keep them coming in for the next 2 minutes before we close. We'd like to see what you are saying, see your views, see your comments. We are ready to read them out. Send your comments here. We'll be able to read them out for everyone to benefit. On Facebook, I don't know if do we have a comment there on Facebook?
No.
There is no question there?
Not yet.
Okay, thank you so much. Never think you are not moving because baby steps are steps too. Never think you are not moving because baby steps are steps too. Continue with what you are doing. You may not see the results that you desire now, but results are coming. Results can never be hidden, can never be denied. A lot of people have said a lot of things. They are known. I've come to see someone who had a building plan. A building plan does not build a house, but the person who acts and follows a plan builds a house. It is actions that changes the shape of everything. It is action that changes the shape of a person's future. Just one little action. Begin to do it. That's why we say hashtag action it. Hashtag action it. Do it. Are we having a comment there?
Not yet.
Thank you, sir. Very educative indeed. I can't wait to start my project. Thank you so much. More blessing. One the Father says, thank you for the powerful words, sir. I sincerely thank you all for the comments. I also want to sincerely, are you seeing a comment?
No.
I want to also action it. Hashtag action it. Words are not enough. Action will differentiate you from the rest. The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is action. A lot of people out there, some of them you may think they are sleeping in a 10-story house. It's simply because of the words that they say. But in the absence of action, take it from me, you'll arrive late if you'll ever arrive there. Begin to do things. Begin to put it into action. No matter how small it is, action it. Action it. Action it. Use your talents. If one were to venture into the theological world, there is a man there who's called Moses. Moses, when he was faced with a problem, Moses was asked a question to say, Moses, we know you have this problem in front of you, this ocean or a sea in front of you, and you are to pass here. Moses, what is it that you have now? Not that you are still going to a bank to borrow. Not that you go to another country, to another province to borrow this thing. No, now. What is it that you have in your hand? Use it, Moses. Use this thing and pave the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm challenging you. What is it that you already know? What is it that you already have? The small tools that you have at home, begin to use them. They are powerful. They will teach you great life lessons and they will open greater doors for you. Do not wait for anything else. Use what you already know and what you already have. I'm tempted to now come to a close. I'm tempted to come to a close. Let me unmute all of you. I'm unmuting all of you. You can also show your video just for the next minute or so. If you like to say something, please do indicate. Just say your name and then we go. Are we having someone that would like to say something before we close? Who do we have?
There's a question.
Okay, there's a question on Facebook. Please read it out for me.
From Sarah Stefanyato.
Please read it out.
What if your idea wants funding?
Okay, there is a question on Facebook which says, what if your idea wants funding? Very good. Let me, as a business coach myself, I am an inspirational speaker and a business coach. I have seen a lot of people who thought their ideas require funding. Let me tell you, I have come to see that there are specific ideas that require money. But most of the ideas that we think require funding do not require funding. And what I'm saying to you tonight, instead of waiting for funding, which you do not know when it will come, if it will ever come, see your business at a small scale. Downgrade your idea when it comes to implementation, and not the entire idea in terms of the bigger picture of where we want to be in 18 months, in 36 months, etc. Start small. Do not wait for funding, because funding may not come. And what if it does not come? Where does that leave you? I'm saying, please look at what you need to do with what you have. Begin to connect certain dots and start this business. Let people begin to see you. Some people, even if they want to invest in an idea or a business, they want to see if you have the capacity to run and manage the money better. Some people want 10 million to start a business. This person has never managed 100,000 rands. And do you think a lot of people will be able to trust you with their money? Some will, some will not. What is it? Give us track record of where you were seen managing money. You see, the danger sometimes is that when you start small, the beauty of that is that you are able to manage even your debtors. You see, this person is owing me 50,000 rands. You know how to deal with that before you get to 5 million. Because sometimes you get a heart attack because the person was owing you 10 million, just passed on, and you did not put systems in place to get your money back because you never learned that from anywhere. Start your business at a small scale. Let the person who owes you 10,000 rands not pay you and be able to manage that, so that you learn it tomorrow to say, whether friend, family, or whoever, will put it in writing. In case you pass on, in case this happens, this is how I recover my money. But it is business that must teach you. It is experience that must teach you, which you call track record. Another question on Facebook?
Another question from Nokolo Lorraine.
Okay.
Nokolo Kubese from the Eastern Cape, Port Alfred. I fall, and what kept me moving was my strength to move forward, and what I have. What
works is what I have.
Yes.
And
the question is,
yes.
What if I fall and I'm afraid to start afresh again?
Okay. What if I fall and I'm afraid to start afresh? Thank you so much. It's one of the things that we touched on earlier on. And let me tell everyone something to say. This thing of being scared of what other people will say is the one thing that keeps on delaying us and disturbing us, killing and crippling our dreams. Sometimes we must have this skin of an elephant, be very hard in terms of what people say, because these people, some of them are not able to put bread on the table. They are just criticizing us. We need to be determined and say, whether they say I'm good or not, I'm continuing. Whether they laugh at me or not, I'm continuing. Because what people say sometimes is not assisting us, and it does not give us, does not put bread on the table. Do not be scared to fail. Eh? Do not be scared to fall. Do not be scared to be rejected. People will laugh at you. People continue to laugh at us. Some of the people don't hear you because you don't have a name, because you have not done this thing to a level of prominence. But once you shoot to the top, the same people who laughed at you will come and tell you and say, you know what, we never thought you'll arrive at this level. If there is another question on Facebook, on the Zoom, please send it through. Please send it through. Please send it through. Thank you so much to everyone who has just joined us. We truly appreciate you. Truly appreciate you. Let me read this one. Leaders who move up to level 2 shift their focus from me to we. This is powerful. Ladies and gentlemen, our existence and anything that we want on this planet is in the hands of people. Whatever you are looking for is already provided for, but it is available in the hands of the person sitting next to you. Never despise people. Never disrespect people. Honor the young and the old because they have what you are looking for. We live because of people. What?
I wanted to ask that.
Okay.
What would be the best way of investing money?
The best way of investing money.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Right. Let me indicate to say, for every money that you invest, it's important. Sometimes some people say diversify. Put your money in different pots so that should something go wrong with one, then you're able to go to the other one. The best way of investing money, look at the idea that you want to put your money into. See if people want it. See if it will solve someone's problem before you go into that problem. I've come to see that a lot of us, we think that ideas or certain business ideas or things where we can invest money is what we feel we must put money in, and people don't want it. It is an error. It is not about us. It is about the people that we want to serve. If people want to pay for it, it is good to invest in that thing. It is always advisable not to put a lot of your money or all of it into an idea, which is into one pot. Put some of it somewhere, place it, keep it safe, and do this thing, excel in it, grow with it. Do not put 50 million in one pot and you do not have experience of managing those things, because heart attacks come, especially if you lose a lot of money. The risk is too high and you have not mastered the craft of moving around that. So that's what one can say as a response.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Who is this and from where?
My name is Sharon and I'm from Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much, Sharon. Thank you so much.
Okay.
What is the height of success? Ladies and gentlemen, I have indicated to you that I'm saying a better me. A better me, I'm saying we are human becomings. That's why we are saying human beings. Being, B-I-N-G. Human becomings will never arrive until we pass on. You will never get to a state or a level where we say, I'm enough now. I have rent, I have dollars, I'm okay. I have so many houses, I'm okay. I'm this type of person, I'm okay with anything. We always want something better, something that we were not before, something that we did not have before. So let us reach to greater heights, because tomorrow is awaiting us, and a better version of ourselves is possible and realizable. Do you have someone else want to say something? We must get to close it so that when we invite you again tomorrow, you join us. Let me take this opportunity to say again that I am Ronnie Masilela. I go by the name of Ron Mas. I am an inspirational speaker and a certified business coach. Academically, I am an MBA graduate, and I go around speaking to people, the young and old, on issues of life itself, different topics, and business. I do coaching in terms of business, and we make it easy and simple for a person to see that they can start with what they have. And we're talking business sustainability. We believe that you can reach greater heights. You can have what you thought you were not going to have in this life, because it is possible. So I also want to appreciate Mr. Arthur Marara from Zimbabwe, a great man, a person that I truly respect, who could not be with us tonight, but his manager is here. Thank you so much for your time, sir. We truly appreciate you. We trust that we will have another opportunity to come back to this great nation, to these great individuals who possess a winning mentality, to talk about certain things in the near future. I want to thank each one of you here on the Zoom meeting who followed us tonight, everyone who commented and asked questions, thank you so much. Everyone who did not but followed us, thank you very much. We appreciate you for your time. We thank you for your data. We also want to appreciate people who followed us on Facebook, people who asked us questions. We were talking tonight about starting small. We penetrated the platform that says it is possible, it is achievable. You can start with what you have. You can start from where you are. You don't have to wait for anyone else. You do not wait. You don't have to wait for funding, because you may wait and wait forever. Look at what you can do and begin to do it at a small scale. Have a global picture in mind and start locally. Begin to respect people that you see every day, the young and the old, because they have your money. If you have money, you have people. If you have people, you have money. If you have people, you have money. Anything that you can sell, if people believe you, if you are credible, people can buy it. You can stand on any platform and say anything and it will be accepted because you are credible. Begin to respect people, and where you fall short, be man enough to take responsibility and say there is an error here and I apologize, so that people can see that this person knows what needs to be done and knows how this thing was supposed to be done. Excuses never put bread on the table. Never resort to excuses. You are facing this life, you are given this life and space to say things and to do things and to make things happen. Let's just take this one. I think it's a burning one. What is the question and comment or comment?
It is from Sarah Stefanyato.
Yes.
The question is it advisable to conduct the survey before starting the business?
Is it advisable to conduct a survey before conducting or venturing into a business?
Yes.
The answer is yes. The answer is yes. But remember, some things are easier said than done. When conducting a survey, you may find that there are 100 people who say will definitely buy, and when you bring the actual product, it's only 40 actually buy. So, but it is advisable to hear what people say. How do they want it? When and how often? What type of price are they willing to pay for it? It is a good idea, but never stop before doing it. A product or a service, it is important to always look for ways to improve it, so that you continuously become relevant and give people what they want or they are looking for. So even if you have started, never stop looking for improved ways of serving your clientele or your market. Always look at what people are doing with a view to outcompete them or provide differential advantages. Some of the people who are competitors are not actually competitors, but you can collaborate with them and provide a service, so that if you cannot do this, there's someone you can refer to, and there's someone who can refer back to you. The mind that says everyone is a competitor, you must look at it thoroughly. Not everyone is a competitor today. Some of them can complement your offering. Thank you so much. Is there something else there?
Not yet.
Let me say, I'm concluding by giving contact details. Mr. Atamarara, I respect this great man, even though he was not part of this session, but I seriously respect him. I know he would have loved to be here. I respect him. Gakulu. Gakulu means more, or what? Gakulu, over. I have serious and great respect for Mr. Atamarara, and on all social media platforms, he's Atamarara, ARTHUR, then Marara, MARARA, Atamarara. Please make sure that you follow him on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, as well as Facebook. Myself on Twitter and Instagram at ronmas_SA. The same name that appears on Zoom, on the Zoom meeting that says ronmas_SA. I'm that on Instagram and Twitter. On YouTube, Roni Masilela, RONNIE Masilela. Please subscribe. We upload a lot of videos on those platforms. and we talk about different topics which we believe will empower and inspire yourself as you are following us now. On Facebook, it's Ronnie Masilela, but there is a page which says Ronnie Masilela Ron Mas. Please like that page, follow it, and we'd like to see you again in the near future. A telephone number in case, these CDs are already available on digital platforms, on Spotify, Google Play, Deezer, which other one, and a number of others. They're already available on digital platforms. If you say the artist name, you say Ron Mas, RONMAS, artist name, and album name is A Better Me. You will be able to download it. You'll be able to download tracks or different topics or the entire album. Please do that. This is how I'm commercializing what I'm doing. Part of it. That's why this CD is going for 100 rands. The hard copy, they're already available. Stacks and stacks of these CDs. People are already buying it. I'm seriously grateful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm seriously grateful. People are buying it on digital stores. They are they are making or taking screenshots of what they have bought and they are sending it to me. This is quite humbling and I'm very grateful. Thank you so much. This means more. Remember, we support each other and we rise by supporting one another. Let us continue to support our crafts. Let us continue to support our businesses. Let me support your business. Let me know what you do. Let me put it on my social media platforms. Let me put it on my WhatsApp status profile. If you're in Zimbabwe, you want to expand to South Africa, please talk to me. Talk to me so I can post this thing here to my audience in the country, in South Africa. Let me talk to people about it. We have a number of platforms where we market and advertise businesses. Please engage me so that we can have your footprint here. Let people know that there's this so-and-so, this business, this company that operates in Zimbabwe, that operates in South Africa, that operates in the Kingdom of Swaziland, that operates in Lesotho, that operates in Swaziland or in Mozambique, and this is what you do. Let us make this thing, it's possible, it's doable. Let us expand our operations, expand our businesses, because we have you, you have me. Thank you so much. I wish you a great night and hope to see you soon in the next meeting. And we will be live on many platforms when we come back. Thank you so much. I'm very much grateful for this great number of people who participated on Zoom and the many people who followed us on Facebook. Thank you so much. In case you want to be in contact with me, a cell phone number, we are using the code that says +27. We start with +27 and 771 743 2468. Again, +27 71 743 2468. That's my contact number. In South Africa, you just say 071 743 2468. But anywhere beyond the borders of the country South Africa, you put +27. Then it's 071 743 2468. Just one with grace, just 1%. What are they saying there?
Well, actually, this is a compliment from Togozani Bongmo Samkonza.
Yes.
We rise by lifting others, a man of his own words. Long live Ron Mas.
That's my co-billionaire. I call him my co-billionaire. This man is coming from Gauteng. He's a great man. I respect this guy. This guy is a serious hustler. When you tell him that door is closed, that's the door he will open. Mr. Togozani Mkonza, thank you so much, my man. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your comments. I seriously value you. I call you my co-billionaire because in the next few minutes, next few months, next few years, we will be billionaires. We'll be billionaires. We'll be coming to these platforms as billionaires, having serious money fast in our pockets. Great men, I seriously honor you. Thank you very much, Africa. Thank you very much, South Africa. Zimbabwe, I thank you so much. I seriously value your support. Thank you very, very much. Swaziland, thank you. South Africa, thank you so much. Have a peaceful night, a great night. We are winners. We carry a winning mentality. We know that when they say that is impossible, we call it, we say we are possible. I'm possible. We will shoot to the top. The maximums of our parents will be our minimums. What our parents failed to reach, we will reach. What our parents failed to get, we will get. What they managed to own, if they owned 2 shops, we'll start from 2 and shoot to the top. Thank you so much. We seriously value. I see that others are saying they want to call. Thank you very much. Please do call us. 071 743 2468 plus 27 71 743 2468. Thank you very much. You are great. Thank you.